All right. Hope you guys can see me. I am live. I am live. Good morning to everyone that comes across this particular video. Today is November the 13th. It's 11:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So happy to be here. First and foremost, want to say thank you guys for stopping by, whether you're getting notifications or you just happen to be scrolling as far as trading is concerned and my video pops up, or however you're here. We're grateful for you to be here today, and we thank you as always. Welcome to all of the new subscribers to the channel. We definitely appreciate you seeing interest in what we do and subscribing, and to the older guys that are here, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your continual support as we're going to show you a pretty cool strategy today. My strategies are a little more unorthodox than what you guys see, and I think that's one reason why I get some of the feedback that I get, which I'm grateful for. So we're going to show you a strategy today. Definitely subscribe if you're just popping through, and not like, comment, do all of those good things. It helps us out to get this out further to YouTube, to the YouTube viewers. And so with all of that being said, hope I didn't forget anything. This strategy that I'm going to show you guys today, it's not the one that I mentioned, but it is still using the Trading View app, as you can see. Of course, the normal market, the Forex market, is closed today, but that's no big deal, because I always say practice what you're doing in a demo first. This particular strategy, guys, is a strategy that I use when trading regular Forex, but I've been back testing it for binary, and it's been working like crazy off of the Trading View deal, off of the Trading View platform. So let me tell you first what you need to do. First thing you want to do with this particular strategy is you want to set the top candles as your standard candles. Okay, these are your standard candles. And most things I use the Heikin-Ashi candles, but in this case I'm using the standard candles at the top. And then I'm going into the indicators, and I'm pulling the Heikin-Ashi candles. Okay, you definitely want to get these particular candles second. All right, you want to get these candles here second, and then you want the good old RSI set at, we're going to set it up at 14. That's it. Just make sure it's 14. It populates at 14, so there's no changing on anything. So you just want your standard candles for the top candles. You want your Heikin-Ashi candles when you go into indicator. All right, go ahead and type up Heikin-Ashi up here. They'll come up. Save them. Make sure they're by this group, this guy here, or lady. And then you want your RSI. Everything is populated. Now, this is going to blow your minds, guys. I've been using a certain strategy, and this is not going to be a long video, but I mean, when we go live on Sunday, like I always say, practice in your demo, practice make perfect. But I normally use this for when I'm trading Forex, but I'm finding out that this works just as well in binary. So what's the sauce? What's the secret sauce to this? Okay, as you can notice, if I scroll here, so this vertical line moves, you can see the candles are different shapes and sizes on the two. And in some cases, as you'll see, some of the candles up top might be red, some might be green. As you can see here, one is larger than the other. As you can see here, the same, but the movement are pretty much the same. As you can see here, this candle finished off green, where in here it's red. These candles are actually being used as like the momentum to show you the direction that everything is flowing, while we're really focusing on the Heikin-Ashi candles for getting in and out of the trade. Let's kind of make this so we can see it pretty good. Okay, now here's the simple secret sauce to this, and it works. With this, guys, okay, you see all these green candles here. What you want to do is wait for the first green candle after the red candles. You want to wait for the first green candle on the Heikin-Ashi candles after the red candles. Okay, that's step number one. So if you're going through and you're seeing a bunch of green, 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 don't jump in the trade if you're going to do this deal until you see red candles form and then your first green. Okay, that's number one. Number two is you have to make sure that that green candle is above 50, as you can see here, 50 on your RSI. Okay, it's above 50. All right, right here it's just at about 50, but the next one is above 50. But as you can see, let me move this down just a little bit. Once you get those two confirmations, a green candle after the red, it's above 50. Okay, you get in the trade. As you can see, look what happened. Now, the key to, and again, why I say practice in your demo, the key is whether or not you're going to take a 30-second trade, a minute trade, or 2-minute trade. Okay? Once you practice, and if you're reading the Candlestick Bible that I have in one of my videos, you guys should have that. You can read these candles a lot better. But as you can see, you would have won this trade. Whether you got in here, whether you got in when this one finished and went up, this one you might would have lost, but if you'd have got in here for this minute, you'd have won. When you see the red candles come back, in my normal Forex trading, I will come out of the trade because this is pretty much an upswing. But with binary, when you see the red candles form, and you see here at the top, you see how they're starting to move. The pressure is coming down. This is what you're seeing, the downflow. So you could actually go in and you could actually do put options and be successful. Okay, you could do put options. All you're doing is watching the strength of the candle with the first set of candles, your regular candles, but you're getting in on the Heikin-Ashi candles. And of course you see the Heikin-Ashi candles, these flat tops are helping you out. Alright, then of course you see where the candle begins to, there's some unstabilism here, and then you get another green candle, and if you jumped in right at the end of this green candle, you would have won a trade. And then it went back. This is moving across, but you still would have won that trade. Then it went back red, you know, and you could actually get in and you come down. But keep in mind, guys, this, I want you to keep in mind that the candles went below because they're going down. You know, this is all under the 50, but this is like a small downtrend. Right in here, it's not above the 50, so you're really taking a shot here, but I'm just showing you that here you could have won, but you're taking a shot because it's below 50. As you can see, when it goes back up above 50, it's a stronger green candle. You get in for 1 minute, you get in for 2 minutes, whether it was a 1 minute trade or a 2 minute trade, it was higher than this particular finish if you would have got in here. So you would have won. If you'd have got in, if you let this candle complete, because this is almost like a tombstone candle, as I call it. If you let that complete and got in here with this one, right at the end of this candle, you would have won. If you would have took a 2 minute trade, you would have won. All right, let's look at another one. Let's start at the bottom. I just want you guys to see and practice this. My stuff is a little different, but it works. So again, let's start with, not back here. Let's say you got the red candles here, and now you got green candles. But the green candles, if you look, they're under 50, correct? Remember that. They're under 50. When you come over to the next green, it's above 50. You get in the trade, a minute, 2 minutes, or whatever, and you can just see the momentum. Okay, keep in mind, you don't, as a cautious, safe trader, you don't have to get in and collect every candle. What you're doing is you're setting how much you want to win, you know, based on it being 70% above. You get in, you get out, you're successful. But what I'm showing you is when this candle is above the 50 on the RSI, it's going up. It's all flat bottoms. In traditional Forex, you would probably run all of this because you're trying to collect pips based on your lot size. But in binary, you're coming in, you're getting out. Look at this, all the way up and then even beyond. Okay, until you see the red candle, then you come out, it starts to drop back down. Look how long this is up here, so you know it's a downtrend. It's coming down, down. You wouldn't bother these. Now you get a green candle here, it's still above 50. But in this case, if you got in on this one, you would lose. Okay, because these candles are still the momentum, and it's moving horizontal until you get here, and then it starts to go back up. But in my case, because this is a little more tricky, because it's already above and the candles are small, I probably would have done what I was going to do back here, and then noticing how small these candles are and understanding what's going on with them, got out and went to another pair. All right, let's look at USD Jpy. All right, again, here you go, red, red, red. Your first green, it's above 50, and it begins to climb. Okay, you don't have to get in. The thing, again, like I said, the goal is not to try to win off of every candle, but you want to get in and be successful off of where you get in at. When you hit the red, you leave it alone. Although it's still above 50, I mean, you can watch it. You can monitor like it's doing. You see it kind of bounces. You get another green candle, but they're really small. But again, it's still above 50, so it's going up. But this technically is moving horizontal. So even though it's still above 50, see how small these candles are? You run the risk in this particular strategy of missing out or losing all the way until you get and you see where the candles start to get strong again. Boom, and then you get a red candle, you're coming out. Then if you want to actually do the put or the sell option, you can. All right, let's look at another one. Now this one is kind of really tricky because the candles are all kind of small. This was kind of a bad deal in the market last week, but even still, now this one I just wouldn't, because the candles are small, but you can see the scenario. It's above 50, boom, 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 you're in, then it reverses, you come out, but everything is so small and moving horizontally, I would probably leave this particular pair away alone and go on to another pair, but you can see that it is there. All right, let's go to another one. All right, here we go. Let's start right here. You get your green. This is letting you know that it's going up. And boom, here you go. And you're following here. It's above. You got a huge down candle here, so I know that this is going to be a downtrend. Okay. And it's coming on down. It's back down below. Then right here you get a green candle, but what is it? It's below the 50 on the RSI. So you're leaving this alone. This is just moving horizontally. Still below the 50. This just comes up to the 50. Leave it alone. Coming on back down. Then boom. Get one candle, your eyes light up, and it starts going up above the 50. You get in for a minute, 2 minutes. You win the trade. You come out. Or you look and see exactly what's going on up here as far as the momentum. Okay, on another candle like this, you see how strong that is. You see that it's going to break on up. If you want to go again, you can. 1 or 2 trades out of that and then leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's go to the next one. Again, guys, Monday morning or Sunday. Sunday will be a good time to look at this, even though the markets is just opening up and things are getting crazy. Everything is getting back to normal. At least look at this in your demo and see how it works. Okay, leave these greens alone. Let's act like they're not there. Here you got your red, red, red. Okay. Even though this is above 50, everything is moving kind of horizontally. So I wouldn't really bother this one. Then it goes back down below 50. Playing around. I'm actually showing you this as if all you were going to be taking were buy options or call options, okay? But once you get comfortable with the particular strategy, then you can start working on both call and put options. But as you can see, here's one of my favorite candles letting you know that there's a switch coming within the next candle or so, and in fact it is, and it's above the 50 and it starts to climb. So another cool part about this, let's say, it's above the 50, it starts to climb, and let's say you got in and you lost because up here you see that it dropped down, but then the next candle shows flat tops again and it's going up. You can always come back and recoup your money this way. You can recoup your losses, okay? Then you get over here, you get that candle letting you know there's a reverse coming, and exactly the next candle starts to reverse and it begins to go down, but it bounces off the 50. But these are all of the different things you have to keep in your mind that you look at, guys. This is still moving horizontally, so you want to watch and wait, and then you get a big strong candle here and boom, it goes back up if you want to get in here and so forth. That's what happened before the market closed there. Okay, let's look at another one real quick. Leave these greens alone. Let's start right here with the reds. Although these are above 50, then you get a green candle above 50, you get in, you would have won this one. Okay, then it starts to come down. You see the pull down. You see another green candle, boom, get in, win. Then you get a pull. This is playing, it's above the 50 even though it's going across, so you just have to monitor, watch both sets of candles, but you want to get in based on here. There's your green, do a minute, 2 minute. After this candle, you're in the money. Then you get leveled off. You're still leveled off above the 50. It doesn't really drop back. You get this big drop. So if you want to do a put, once you're comfortable with doing all of the calls, you see this little candle here. It shows you right here that the momentum is shifting. Boom, come down. It's below the 50 now. See, it's below the 50. Then you get this strong candle here, but it's still below the 50. So I wouldn't play, I wouldn't actually get in. That's where your patience come in, guys. This is where the patience of a spider that has built a web waiting for its prey to come. A patience of a snake, a patience of a crocodile, patience of a tiger. Don't just jump straight out the gate. Be patient, and let the trade, let the candles come to you. Don't chase the candles. All right, boom, here we go. Here's another one before the market closed. Here's the switcheroo. And then you get in, boom, and there is, it's above the 50. You could have won the trade. Let's do another one. I hope you guys are seeing this. You guys can check this out and you can get it. Let's leave this alone. Let's say we're starting right here with the red. And I'm only doing that because I'm not pulling it all the way back. So I'm just starting with a fresh set of red candles, okay? So you're below, right here with this candle is letting you know. And see the difference here in the color of the candles? This candle is letting you know that there's getting ready to be a change. This candle up here is showing you there's already a change. All right, so your next set of candles are going to be, at least the next 2 or 3 are going to be green candles. All right, plus they're already above the 50. You get in, you win. You get in, let's say you miss, let's say this one, if you did a 2 minute or whatever, you get in, and this one falls shorter than this one, then you can come right back and recoup your money. All right, then you're moving here. These are small reds, you're out. Now this is a good example of when to really be patient. You see the little green, you're going to wait, but this turns red. It's below the 50, all right, and you see this long candle coming up here, so you know it's going down for a bit. Just wait it out, guys. Wait it out. Greens are coming. Here you get a green. It's above the 50. You get in, you win one. But you see that it's still moving pretty much horizontal here. Everything is kind of small, but if you follow, you can get in and get some of those, but you want to stick to what the strategy is. This first green is below the 50. The next one goes above, so you work right here. You work right here, okay? Get 1 or 2 trades out of that. If you got to go that way, or get your 1 trade and let it go. Don't get upset. If you get in here, if your trade is $50, $10, $5, and you're at a 70% rate and you win that, Don't be upset here because you and go, oh man, I could have got in here. No, be grateful for getting in here and winning. They're going to come, as you get more experience with understanding the candles and this strategy, you're going to get in more trades and win more in an uptrend, a small uptrend, or even a downtrend. Once you really get it down without being upset thinking you missed a lot of money here. No, you got money right here. All right. And before I go on with that, let me just quickly say, and I meant to say it at the beginning, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing what has worked for me. You know that trading is definitely risky. By all means, we know that it's risky. So trade with money you can afford to lose. Do not trade with bill money, market money, gas money, money for the home, money for your family. Do not trade with that. As we try to say in all of our videos, let us get that disclosure out of the way. Now back to this. As you guys can see, this is well above, but don't get upset. If you were successful and you want to trade here and you're watching, don't get upset because you didn't get here. You actually were successful here. If you think this is going to upset you, go to another pair. Go to another pair and stop looking at that one. Now here's one that, again, the market was really choppy on, and this is good. So even when you start here, you get a green. It's above the 50. You see, but the next one was a reversal. This is one where you would really just watch and study. Whoops, let me bring that down some. Watch and study because everything is kind of moving really horizontal. You could get in and you could win some, but the chances are, based on how small these candles are, this is a really choppy pair. So I would definitely move on if I'm doing buys. Now if I'm doing or calls, if I'm doing puts, you see things worked a little better here, and you could go down. But because this is really showing you guys the green candles and the buys, it really doesn't start going that way until the end of the day. Okay, but that's just one particular pair. Now again, this works on all of the pairs. So again, here we're looking at, let's just say red here. This first green, boom, it's above the 50. Look at the next couple of candles, be it 1 minute, 2 minute. If you got a 1 minute and it didn't go, you could go to another one, but this one was. Then it goes back, it starts to come down, it goes below the 50 on the RSI. So I'm not, I'm just monitoring now. As you can see, the green candles come, it comes back up to the 50, but it doesn't cross. Now some would say, oh wow, you still could have got in. Yes, you could have got in and you could have been fortunate, but why take the chance on a what if when you can actually wait for the strategy to roll correctly, which means you would be out of all of this, wait for the strategy to work correctly, then you would get in right in here, and go up and you would win. You get your wins in. Alright, so don't take the risk here just because you see the green. It's still below the 50. Wait until it breaks above the 50. Then make the decision on whether or not you're going to get in the trade. Let me show you something else real quick. Let's look at this on Bitcoin for those that are doing Bitcoin. Okay, here's your first green all the way back here. It's below. It gets up to the 50. All right, and you still could get in even though it's going down. You still could get in and win a trade. And then it comes out. It goes down and reverse real quick, and then boom. And it's above the 50. Flat bottoms, they're small, but it's doing its thing. When you get the red candle, it comes out. Leave these alone because they're really small. You can see where the direction is moving, but in this video, we're not really talking about doing puts. Then you're back below the 50. Look at these candles below the 50 until here you get the plus, if you will, or the doji, and then boom, it goes up. You get in here, get you some money, come out, because these are starting to do, you see up here that the push is coming down, so you come on and get out of it. Okay, let these go, even though it's above the 50, let this go. You wait and see if if the candles are going to get strong again. Guys, this is really, really easy. I mean, you can really, you can get in, set your compounding daily of what you want to get. You can get in this, do it, and you can come out and spend the rest of the day doing what you want to do. So before we close out real quick, let me just run through this again. You want your TradingView app up. You use the free app. You use the free portion. You don't have to pay for it. You want to go up here. You want to set your top candles to the regular candles. You want to set your top candle bar to the regular candles. Then you want to go into indicators, and you want to look for Hakanashi and save it. You want to make sure it's done by this fella, this lady, this group. Okay? That's going to be these candles. And then you want to go back in and get your RSI. Okay? And rule number 1, you want to wait for your first green candle after red. Alright? That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you want to make sure that your that candle is over 50% on the RSI. And if you go back through the video and you look, all of these candles follow. When you get to the red candle, get out. Now trading Forex, I would go through all these candles in Forex because you're getting pips and lot sizes, okay? So you would go through all of this. But when you get up to the red candle, you come out. Binary, you would go the other way. Binary, you would go the other way, and you get you 1 or 2, and boom. And look, check this out. I forgot. Bitcoin trades during the day. So at the end of this video, I go to Bitcoin, and boom, we're doing a live trade. So check this out. Okay, you're seeing it working live. We're gonna stay a while now. See, the candle just popped up. The 1 minute candle popped up. It's right at the 50. Okay, you got a small plus here letting you know, but look here. Okay, and it's at the 50. So let's see what the next candle does. We are right here. The next candle, I'm comfortable in saying, should go continue to go upward. We're above the 50. This candle is a flat top. It should go up. So you would have gotten into this trade. And here we go. You would win this trade because, as you can see, now you got a flat bottom here. Even though it's coming down, you would win this trade. If you'd have gotten right in at the beginning, your minute would be up. And you would win this trade before it backtracked, if you will. So that backtracking still wouldn't have mattered. When you seen this go green, and it was above the 50, a little above, you could click and went in. And you see it's still pushing up. Because this is pushing up. So it's still pushing up. So what you do, you wait this out. And you wait till you see your next green. Well, no, let me take that back. This is the top candle. So you're just watching the momentum. But the green is still here on your Hakanashi candle. So we got about 10 seconds left. Let's see what the next candle do. Now, again, keep in mind, a lot of this is horizontal movement. Okay, I'm going to try another one just to see if we get better movement. Okay, the next candle should be popping up. The next candle popped up. It's green. Now it's moving here. The RSI is still above 50, and it's moving parallel to the line. So it's a little tricky. All these little deals, it's tricky as it's close to the line, but you see how it's working. Let's look at another one that trades today, that's working today. This is some more crypto. All right, same thing. Red candle here, and your green above the 50. You'd have got in on the next one. It's close, but check it out. Then you get your red. Here's your change letting you know the greens is coming. Still pushed down up the top, but they're green here, so you would win. It's just pushing, and then boom, look at the long candle. Okay, and here's the next one. Okay, it's still above the 50, so if you'd have got in here, you win. If you wait and do 2 minutes from here, right now you're winning with about 37 seconds left on this candle. You're winning because keep in mind, you got in down here, this closed here, this one is above there, so right now you're still winning. 22, we got 22 seconds left. Even with all of this horizontal movement going. Now after this one, I would probably, wait, because it's going, it's going down. I would probably wait and see what the next candle is going to do, because this is red. Okay, yeah, I would come out, but you would have won that. That's just over the other green, so you would have won that, and now it's starting to go down. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, here's another one. We got red, then your green. This is still below. Some people would take the chance. I wouldn't, because you see it triggered right back below. But look, here's your first green candle. It's above 50. Then here, you could have gotten in. Boom. This candle is working right now. Okay, even though it appears to come down, but as your candle here, you would have won. Okay, and then you could come out of there. Let's look at the other one that's moving today. This one is, look, it's choppy up here. It's choppy here. This is a good example. Choppy up here. It's choppy here. And it's below the 50. So I would just go ahead and leave this one alone, until it shows me better. And right now, it doesn't look like it's going to show better. But you guys get the picture. I'm so glad I went up here to Bitcoin, because I did forget. How could I forget? But I don't normally do Bitcoin and stuff on the weekend, so that's probably why I forgot. But anyway, I was able to actually show you some live examples. So with that, guys, this is Mike. I hope this helped you guys out. Get the settings on this. Demo it, and do it in your demo account, and watch the candles and all. And this will be a good strategy using a Forex move to actually win in binary. Alright guys, until the next video, we will chat later. Bye bye.